Luke the Notable is undoubtedly the most popular creator using the 100 drops format. Essentially, he documents his journey through every match he plays of a certain game. His game of choice used to be Fortnite, but he's recently been expanding his reach to games like Minecraft, CSGO, Halo, and even chess. Today, I want to take inspiration from his format and play a game you probably haven't heard in a while, Totally Accurate Battlegrounds. A game made as an April Fool's joke by Landfall Games to poke fun at PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. It's also the only battle royale I really enjoy, making TABG the perfect game for my 100 drops. If you enjoy this kind of content and want to see more, consider checking out Luke the Notable. He honestly has more of these videos than I think I could ever make with twice the quality, so there's always that. You can find a link to his channel in the description below. Now, join me and let's try Luke the Notable's 100 drops in Totally Accurate Battlegrounds. When you drop in this game, you land by pretty much breaking your everything on the pavement. So, after our first bone-crunching drop, it should come as no surprise that I ended up trapped in a corner and dying like the coward I am. My opponent even hit me with the T-pose after I died. After you die in TABG, you get to play a 3-tiered minigame to respawn. If you beat all 3, you get a random buff called Blessings. That's exactly what I did for drop 2. I landed containers and got into a pretty dicey firefight with this guy. Not long after I was killed by a guy who shot me with this little laser beam, which spawns a rock that fell on me, ending my life. Drop 3 was pretty embarrassing. I thought I got the drop on this guy, but it's actually him who got the drop on me. Drop number 4, I've been stalking this guy's Facebook and following him from a distance, and now it's my chance to make my move. I threw this flash grenade up at him, and then had the brilliant idea of looking directly up at it. Yeah, I didn't last long after that. I'm out here absolutely fighting for my life in drop number 5. I use this Gust book to push away this axe-wielding psychopath, then use the same book to finish him off later on. Later that game I found myself in a sniping battle, which wasn't going too well. I lay down to sniff the sand when I got shot from another angle. I was minding my own business, drop 6. Was just taking a few harmless pot shots at this poor guy when I was ambushed. I tried to run away and heal, but got killed soon after. I felt a little bad killing this guy at the start of drop 7, but rest assured I received ample karma in the form of justice bullets to my sternum. Drop 8 didn't last too long. I delivered myself right into the open embrace of this man's musket. Drop 9 was a special one. I was talking with my fiancée on the phone and couldn't hear anything the entire match. Thankfully, after killing this guy, I found an AWP in the corner, which I promptly used to kill this guy. Got pretty beat up by a guy after that. I ran away to heal but got scared so bad from a shadow that I stopped healing. I got my revenge moments later. After that, I found a pretty nice place to snipe from and shot this guy. Oh, there we go. Then blasted this guy. Then sniped this guy so hard he became a wall. What can I say? He outplayed me. It was down to the last 3 and I can hear them fighting nearby. So, I readied my aim and hit a pretty good shot on this last guy. I'm gonna make you watch it again. So good. The game bugged out a little, but it eventually gave me my victory. Drop 10, I tried to use this saber to knock someone over, but only managed to hit myself. Not once, but twice. Just gonna line this up and... Oh, God. I later got into a gunfight and died pretty quickly. Drop 11, Oh, okay, well, that's not good. Oh, well, alright. Okay, well, that's... Alright, well, okay. Remember, kids, you miss 100% of shots you don't take. Shortly after that, in drop 12, I threw this firebomb at a building an enemy was in. I sort of just watched him burn to death. Later, I was in a 1v1 and got a couple of quick snipes to win me my second game. I was on a rampage drop 13. I'll just let the footage speak for itself. At the very end, I was killed by someone who had the ability to shoot through trees. Alright, narrowly avoided death drop 14 from a crossbow. And yes, before you ask, he killed me right after. Drop 15, I probably shouldn't have won this intense firefight. I mean, look at this man's moves! A for effort. Come on out, buddy, don't be shy. I'm actually a pretty friendly guy when you get to know me. In the last 1v1, I threw this orbital taser grenade, which basically kills whoever's inside the zone after about 10 seconds. My opponent was forced to use a launch pad to escape, but I chased him down and killed him with a well-placed grenade. Drop 16, I learned what happens if you loot in the open. Death! Death happens! Drop 17, I invaded someone's house. He barged in and I was forced to defend myself. I swear, officers, it was self-defense. Any one of those punches could have left a nasty bruise. By the end of the match, I had amassed 9 self-defense claims and secured my 10th for my 3rd victory. Was sort of minding my own business, drop 18, when somebody jumped me. Here's a little tip for you, if you want to not die, try aiming. I didn't do that this match, as you can see. I mean, you gotta know I'm being pretty petty after respawning on drop 19. I landed inside the circle and waited for the guy who killed me last drop. I managed to kill somebody, but it wasn't him. Got a nice headshot on a guy who wasn't moving, very skillful. Tried to do the same thing on another guy, but he moved. Killed him the old-fashioned way after that. At the very end of the match, I was in a 1v1, and my opponent had a much better position than me. I used a jump pad to escape the orbital strike that he threw, and dropped on top of his castle. After the orbital strike went off, I fell over and ran for cover. Then, I sprung out and tried to kill him, but he got me instead. I really thought I had him that time, but I guess I didn't. Had a pretty funky dance session in the pregame lobby before drop 20. It did not help me because I died pretty quickly after landing. I barely squeaked out a victory at the start of drop 21, but somebody heard the firefight and got a pretty nasty flintlock kill on me. Drop 22, I did an Assassin's Creed style jump on this guy, but while I was looting another guy showed up and knocked me over and bonked me on the head. I was really struggling to find a weapon, drop 23. I found a little shotgun and was quickly headshot by this guy with a mini crossbow. I threw a grenade that spawns a little tower, but I got stuck in the wall and died. Made it all the way to the final 3 and drop 24. I was fighting with this guy when he decided to lock himself in a cage grenade. Trust me when I say it's a very bad idea, especially around me. I used a fire grenade to kill him and then quickly turned and killed the last guy who was trying to third party us. My 3rd win. Was off my game a little bit, drop 25, because I took a few shots at this guy and then just died, pathetically. This guy made the mistake of approaching me on drop 26. I threw a knockback grenade and sent him careening through the air. Once he landed, I pumped him full of lead. Later that game, I got into a sniping battle. Another lesson to learn here, don't stand still like I did, it just kills you. I am just going to say this now, I hate the katanas in this game. I killed this guy at the start of drop 27, and then I was killed soon after. You're never going to see me use this weapon again. Drop 28, I threw a really clean splinter grenade into this house. It instantly killed who was inside. Fast forward a couple minutes and I got killed by this guy. He has a blessing that gives him extra jumps, which to be honest, makes him practically invincible to me. Definitely has nothing to do with the fact that I didn't hit him once. Drop 29, I stuck this guy with a gauze bow moments before I died, which does a delayed explosion after it's fired. See? I got him. Drop 30, I started by shooting at this guy, but he didn't shoot back at me for some reason, so I thought he was trying to be friendly. I approached him and tried to say hi, but he reloaded and started shooting at me, so I was forced to kill him. Later on in that match, I got rushed down and killed by somebody who was clearly better than me. In the beginning of drop 31, I started off by killing the world. I'm sure that won't have any repercussions. Hey look, repercussions! Drop 32, I see this guy jump onto and kill someone in the distance. I shot a gauze bow in his general direction and got a pretty meaty hit on him. I also saw this corpse go absolutely launching into the sky. I thought it was the other player for a second, but I realized it was just a corpse. I didn't expect the guy to rush me so quickly. I tried my best, but I had no choice but to run for my life. In the end, he caught up to me and killed me. Look at these snipes. I got them earlier in the match, drop 33, before somebody got the high ground on me and killed me like the Sith I am. The same guy killed me, drop 34. How tragic. Remember how I said if you win the 3 stages of the respawn minigame, you get a blessing? Well, if you fail the second level, you get a curse. Drop 34, I had a curse, which makes me shoot really slowly. This is as fast as I can shoot. Later that match, I missed a bunch of shots on this guy, which must have given him a bunch of confidence because he ran up and shanked me. I must have met Mick Jagger himself because this guy had the moves drop 35. I mean, look at him go, I can't hit him at all. I retreated to reload, but when we re-engaged, he finished me off. Remember what I said 2 drops ago about curses? Well, I got a curse that forces me to jump non-stop, drop 36. This is what I had to deal with. Thank the stars I got an easy kill on this guy, then threw a lucky grenade to kill this guy. I managed to scoop up their souls and used it to cleanse myself of the curse. At the end of this match, I had the last guy in a cage. Somehow he survived the fire I threw on him, and he killed me right as the cage opened up. Hi, editing me here. Just wanted to let you know that my ability to see him through walls and see his health isn't me hacking. It's a blessing in the game that looks like this. You'll see it a couple times later in the video. Drop 37, I tried out these dual silenced pistols on this guy. Felt pretty good. Later I was in a pretty intense grenade fight when I didn't notice my opponent threw a dynamite next to me. Then when I tried to run away, luckily I survived and used my dual pistols to win the fight, but I got sniped almost immediately after. Alright, the numbers aren't screwed up anymore. Drop 39, I got a good sniper, and I got a pretty good snipe on this guy. But the Mad Lad had the absolute massive kahunas to just stand still, line up a shot, and kill me. I wasn't expecting that. Drop 40 went pretty well. Here's a compilation of what happened. If you haven't noticed by now, I love grenades in this game. Just look how satisfying this kill was at the start of Drop 41. I even got a kill right after it. But my streak wouldn't last long because I was caught out in the open and gunned down. Drop 42, I was using the burst gun, which was very hard to control, leading to me dying to the loathsome dung eater. I was running for my life at the start of game 43. I dropped an implosion grenade behind me and somehow killed my pursuer with it. I didn't even know it did damage. After that, I got into a firefight and actually used the saber correctly, allowing me to get an easy kill on this guy. Speaking of easy kills, this guy was just twerking on a cactus for some reason. Well, once again, karma came back to bite me because I was killed in the final 1v1. I don't know what I did wrong, Drop 44, but I died pretty quickly. Drop 45 wasn't much better. I was stuck in a room with a guy who was fused with the wall. I never stood a chance. Alright, you're gonna have to trust me on this one. I forgot to record my win Drop 46. Here's my win screen proving it. So yeah, I'm gonna count this as another win. Deal with it. To make up for the last drop, here's a compilation of me getting some kills with the dual silenced pistols in Drop 47. The final circle was exhausting. This guy had a blessing which lets him dash around, making it really hard for us to hit each other. I eventually tracked down the second to last player and got him out of the way. But the rest of the battle literally took like 4 minutes of me almost killing him. I finally did, securing another victory. I made it to the final 3 and Drop 48, but I was pinned down by this guy. Thankfully, the other player killed him for me. After that, the rest is textbook. I rushed him with overwhelming aggression and he eventually fell. Another win in the books. I'm being chased down, Drop 49. I'm gonna die, so I might as well take him with me. At the last moment, I drop a dynamite at my feet in hopes of killing him while he's looting my body. Sure enough, it works like a charm. So, my plan for Drop 50 is to respawn and get my loot back. However, I failed the minigame and got the curse of jumping again. Thankfully, I killed this loot goblin who was trying to take all my goods. I gathered his souls and cleansed myself of the curse. With that out of the way, I'm in the final circle where I kill this guy with a bunch of speed blessings. I equip the strongest one and become the most powerful being in existence. In the final 1v1, I was swinging through the trees like George of the Jungle, playing with my food before killing him with a rock. Drop 51, I used a knockback grenade to hit a living player and a corpse. I couldn't tell which was which, so the living player got up and hit a clutch shotgun shot on me. Well played, Grim. Drop 52 is not going too well. I have no ammo, but there's probably some across this road, so I desperately tried to cross and got shot through the smoke by a sniper. Fun fact, you can bounce grenades off this wall to easily hit people downstairs. Just look at those results. Not long after that, I was being chased by this sweat. My only chance was to throw a knockback grenade. I dove back down the stairs and prayed the grenade would hit him. Thankfully it did, so I rushed back upstairs and finished off my attacker. The rest of Drop 53 is going pretty well. I had amassed 12 kills and I was thirsty for more. I attacked this guy who was in this healing bubble. I tried to spray him down, but he used his shotgun to absolutely drop me. I have to say, as somebody who's pretty bad with shotguns, this was pretty impressive. Drop 54, I thought it'd be fun to try out a duo match. As you can see, my partner is a little catatonic, but that's okay. That just means I'll have to pick up the slack. We were getting attacked by this team. They got my partner, but I wasn't going down without a fight. I thankfully killed him and saved my teammate. Hey look, he's back! Later in the match, my partner was down again. I used a healing grenade to keep him safe and killed off his attacker. Don't worry, buddy, I gotcha. In the next fight, we managed to kill off the other team. My teammate seemed to be helping. At the end of the match, I was definitely pulling my weight with 13 kills. All that was left was the last team. We pushed into them, but I took way too much damage. I tried to heal, but ended up getting downed. Our little buddy didn't last long after that. I tried duos again, dropped 55. My partner seemed twice as sentient, but thrice as willing to stand out in the open. We were taking fire from all directions, so I used my gust book to push him toward cover. After we made it to the city, I killed this madman with an axe. Unfortunately, we got separated and my teammate started being killed by somebody with a katana. I tried to help him, but I got knocked over. While I was standing up, I used my gust book to push away one of my enemies and focus on the guy with the katana. The other guy knocked me over again and almost killed me, but I kept my cool and didn't let my guard down. I pushed him when he least expected it, and I saved my teammate. Unfortunately, it was a tragic end to our story. We got separated again, and the other team pushed me. I tried my best, but couldn't hold out any longer. We're back to solos and dropped 56. I killed this guy before pushing the guy above me. I used a rock to try to hit him, but missed. I got a few good pot shots on him, but he managed to kill me in only 2 bullets. Really wasn't expecting that. You don't want to see the end of this match. I got caught in an orbital strike with no escape. I slammed my forehead into a corner and prayed I'd survive. I didn't. Was doing everything in my power to stay alive, dropped 58. After killing this guy, I was pushed by another guy, hoping to get an easy kill on me. I managed to kill him, but got swarmed seconds after. Drop 59, I got a couple of nice snipes off on this guy. His name was Trevor. Sorry, buddy. Later on in that match, I realized I was in over my head when I was attacked by this guy with lots of speed. Didn't take long for them to finish me off. Drop 20, there was a hacker running rampant in my lobby. I could not escape. Here you can see a rare sight of me hitting a crossbow shot. It was so totes epic that I died moments later. Was having a really good game, drop 62. I had 13 kills and was down to a 1v1. I saw him jumping around on a rock in the distance. You can see this little blue streak. Turns out he was using a teleporting book to get a better position on me. Suddenly I was taking damage without any sounds of gunshots. I was confused and didn't run away. I was no match for this glitch and I died. Drop 63, I had this guy dead to rights, but he put down a healing bubble and fought back way harder than I thought he would. I got sloppy and he killed me for it. Drop 64, I caught this guy in a cage grenade. I wanted to befriend him, but the moment that cage opened, there comes a giant fish! He just started punching me and I just had to put him down. Jeez, I was trying to be nice. A bit later, I was in the final 1v1. I threw a cluster grenade and laid down suppressing fire. It was all too much for him and I earned myself another victory. Yeah, drop 65 was not my best showing. I got killed in the streets of industry. Drop 66 wasn't much better. I was looting when I got sniped. I had no idea where he was. Drop 67, I got into a fight with this guy. It was going pretty well when I noticed we were getting shot by somebody else outside the fight. I had taken too much damage and I had to run away. After healing, I confronted the man and used my bullets to ask he not third-party me anymore. Later that drop, I was chasing down my prey when a man playing dubstep jumped in from the top ropes. We both realized that the real fight was between myself and him. I was really close to finishing him, but I got caught reloading and died. Drop 68, I'm once again punished for trying to be friendly. Drop 69 was not nice. Drop 70, I found a guy stuck on some stairs. I tried using a knockback grenade and pushing him with my body, but nothing worked. Eventually, I had to put him down.
I am alive.
Once again, my merciful deed went unrewarded as I was shot with a hand cannon soon after. In the pregame lobby of Drop 71, this guy's biggest regret is not investing in Bitcoin. Very original. Once the game had started, I wanted to try out the balloon crossbow. I tagged this guy a bunch of times and, I guess it worked. This right here, this is true fear. I was on low health against a very aggressive player and I had no idea what to do. So, I died. Drop 73, I forgot how to count, so the next 3 drops I'll be miscounting. Deal with it. Anyway, I'm cowering in fear with only 5 bullets left in my SMG and a hand cannon. I pounce on the guy to my left and miss my first shot. I line up my second shot and... Dang it, I thought I had that. Things are going pretty well and I made it all the way to the end of drop 73. I was taking a few shots at this guy in the distance when he hid behind a wall. I threw a splinter grenade and managed to kill him with it. With him out of the way, that left me with the final 1v1. I caught him in a cage and threw a fire grenade at him.
Burn.
This guy likes taco-flavored Doritos. Good to know. Unfortunately, that information did not help me, because at the start of Drop 74, I was killed by someone whose dance moves were too fire for me. Drop 75, I spotted a player right where I was about to land. I stood up and tried to reason with him. I shall not offer mercy today. Father Spaghetti warned me of the Alright,
false
I'm
heretic.
just gonna grab this crossbow here.
Repentance shall offer you rest from your
Yep,
mortal-
sorry,
Ah!
dude. I died in a very strange way. This guy kinda just appeared out of nowhere and killed me. Not sure if he was hacking or not. Oh well. This guy likes Frosted Flakes. At the start of Drop 77, I got a no scope. It was so cool I had to tab out to make sure I was recording. Then I died to a hacker just after that. Drop 78, I was enjoying the view when I saw somebody approaching my territory. I landed a shot on him and then jumped off to get the second shot. Managed to hit him midair. Nothing brings me greater joy than trying to make friends in the middle of a battle royale. I found this guy and offered him my sniper. I wished him luck and said I'd meet him in the final circle. I then turned my attention to a nearby enemy and rushed him. You could even see my friend take a pot shot at him for me. Unfortunately, I got hit by a random explosion and died. Drop 79, I accidentally pressed E too early and jumped out of the bus before I was ready. I made my way into Area 64 and tried to arm myself, but I got ambushed and died. Drop 80, I got a pretty good sniper. I found this guy trying to slip into this chimney. I got an easy snipe on him. Suddenly, I'm in the 1v1. I used my op to hit a solid headshot on him. I took the opportunity to rush him and threw a dynamite. I then started spraying him down, but I forgot where my dynamite was, and it killed me. Drop 81, I have another op, and I'm pretty excited to use it. Unfortunately, I found this guy in the fields, and after a brief firefight, he killed me with one shot. I felt cheated for my last drop, so I immediately landed where I died, but I couldn't find my op. However, while I was searching, a friendly carpool of people showed up. They stopped and let me join them. While we were driving, I wasn't the most confident in our driver. He seemed a little distracted, and he drove us into a river, but that's okay. I'm sure the car needed a wash anyway. I found us another car, and we continued our journey of the countryside. Unfortunately, we found some ruffians who kept shooting at us. I tried my best to get away, but they shot me out of the driver's seat. I hope they're doing okay. Drop 83, I almost died to a guy named Biggie Cheese. I was pretty injured, so I ran off to heal myself when this guy made the most comedic entrance. Thankfully, I managed to kill him after that. Later on, I saw this guy in the distance, but he managed to absolutely rock me with a grenade. Oof. Drop 84, I was doing pretty well. There were only 6 people left and I was about to make it 5. Thankfully, I managed to kill this guy. Although, while I was healing, somebody tried to third-party me, but I was able to take him down too. Then, while I was healing, somebody else tried to third-party me. I clambered up the wall and was able to take him down too. And wouldn't you believe it, while I was trying to heal, somebody tried to third-party me, except this time they actually managed to do it. Drop 85, I got caught trying to sniff this guy's toes. I slipped under the wall and tried chasing after him, but he wasn't putting up with me anymore and he killed me. There are 3 blessings you can use that make you become pretty much unkillable. Extra jumps, speed, and health. If you got any one of those things, you're in pretty good shape. As you can see here, this guy had extra jumps and I couldn't keep up with him. Drop 87, I was previously in a fight and I tried to land on top of a factory and heal. But there was somebody right below me who tried to kill me. Thankfully, I managed to take him out. Then, while I was looting him, I got sniped by the same guy who got me last drop. Doing duos again, and my partner seems physically here. We eventually got into a fight outside of Area 64. My partner rushed in, but as you can see, my aim wasn't on par this game. I wasn't feeling very confident, so I tried to use a shield and heal grenade, but the cooldowns left me like a sitting duck, and I was killed. Drop 89 and we're doing another duo game. I used a gust book to keep this enemy from diving onto my teammate. The 2 of us got into a spraying battle, but I had dual Mac 10s, which I was actually really beginning to enjoy. Then my teammate quickly disposed of the other guy. In the final battle, my teammate got sniped, but I was ready to heal him. I used a healing grenade and quickly picked him back up. One of the enemies took the opportunity to charge us, but I wasn't going to let him get to my injured teammate. I started cautiously approaching the last enemy, but my teammate managed to snipe him. My first duo win. Drop 90 I tried a squad battle, which is with 4 people instead of 2. But it was honestly a disgrace, so I'm not even going to talk about it. Here's me dying. I'm a little ashamed how Drop 91 started. I patiently waited for this guy to start looting before I sniped him with a musket. I later shot this guy with a musket too. This game ended with a very long, very intense battle with this Twitch streamer. The last guy was hiding behind a tree during our fight, so I knocked him over and finished him off with my musket. Drop 92 was kind of a slaughter, so here's a compilation of how it went. You see, the secret is I just never stop shooting. I'm rocking 2 sets of dual Mac 10s Drop 93, but it couldn't save me from silent damage. Oh boy, I sure do love dying to hackers. Drop 95, I got a pretty slick double kill with the splinter grenade. Again, using my patented wall bouncing technique. I was so excited I forgot to reload my guns. I did some decent damage, but you can hear my guns clicking right before he one-pumps me to the face. Drop 96, I have a curse that gives me foggy vision. I can't see my opponents from a distance, so I was hoping to lure them in by shooting my guns like I was in a fight. I think I hear one this way. Oh, yep, I sure do. Once they were close enough, I threw a snow grenade and jumped on him. Later that match, I hit myself with a flashbang, and I was killed right as it wore off. Oh boy, I sure do love hackers. Drop 98, I wanted to show off this kill I got on this guy. Ooh, spicy. I was taking shots at this guy when he suddenly stopped moving. I thought maybe he was friendly, so I approached him and healed him with a gun that had a healing barrel on it. I gave him my Barrett and wished him luck. It should come as no surprise that my generosity yielded no benefit. Drop 99, I got this cool grapple crossbow. I used it to try to get the drop on this guy, but as you can see from this thrilling fight, it wasn't going too well. I tried reloading the wrong gun and he finished me off. Alright, I'm determined to make Drop 100 a good one. Nothing too special at the start. I ended up killing this guy, and then not long after, killing this guy. I later found an M8, which is a very powerful gun. Then came the final boss of this run. This guy has 3 speed blessings, making him very tough to hit. I have him on the ropes, but I got sniped by a third party. I was in deep trouble, so I tried running for it. But unfortunately, I just couldn't get away. Man, that was kind of anticlimactic. I really thought I could sweep the lobby with that M8. I'm sorry I couldn't make that last game more exciting. This just doesn't feel right. Rewind the clip. Oh yeah, that's right! I tried to throw a dynamite before I died. Did I get anyone? No way we can leave it there! Run it back! All the loot from me and those 2 guys I killed must be right where I died, so I'll just land right back there. Let's do this! I was healing and assessing my loot when I was suddenly shot from behind. No, this must not be it. What am I gonna do? Hey, wait a second. Is that my gun? Oh, you think you could take my gun and kill me? Well, I'm not going down without a fight. Get back here, you coward! While I was looking for my gun, I couldn't help but notice a familiar face in the kill feed. You think you can kill me and get away with it? Serves you right. Hang on, I think I hear my gun off in the distance. When I get my hands on the guy who took my gun, there'll be hell to pay. Get out of my way! When I get that M8, I'll be unstoppable. I'll sweep over the map like a plague, killing everything that stands in my way, starting with this guy. Yeah! Well, I might have gotten a little carried away. Sorry I couldn't close out that match. I, clearly tried. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Once again, I want to remind you this is a direct parody of Luke the Notable's format, so consider checking out his channel for more 100 Drops content. That's all for now. See ya!